Welcome to episode 7 of Locke Loses at Pokémon. Today I will be losing with Medicham. The Pokemon that this deck is based around is Medicham, one of the new ancient trait Pokemon from Primal Clash. His trait, Omega Barrage, allows him to attack twice per turn. Now, you look at him and you don't see particularly powerful attacks. His Calm Mind abilities lets him heal for 30, and his Yoga Kick does 30 damage for 2 fighting energy, and you don't even get a weakness bonus if you were to hit a normal type Pokemon. So why build a deck around this Pokemon? Well, because like all fighting Pokemon, 30 damage is only the beginning. When we attach strong energy to him, we increase that damage by 20. When we have a fighting stadium in play, we increase that damage by 20 if we hit a Pokemon EX. Attach a muscle band to him, there's 20 damage. Have one or more Machomps on your bench, 20 more damage. So let's say that we get only 2 of those boosters to Medicham's ability. Yoga Kick now does 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 damage. But he gets to hit twice, so that's 140 damage off of this Pokemon using that ability. That's what this deck is going to be aiming to do, to use Medicham as an expendable, hard-hitting attacker. Alongside him, we are running 4 Meditite, so we have a completely full 4/4 Meta-type Medicham evolutionary line, a 3/1/3 line of Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. We are getting Machamp on our bench primarily for his Fighting Fury ability that lets all of our fighting Pokemon attacks do 20 more damage. We facilitate the 3/1/3 evolutionary line with Rare Candy, which allows us to jump straight from Machop to Machamp. We have 2 Hawlucha, which allow us to retreat for free and do 60 damage to a Pokemon EX for single energy. Landorus, who allows us to retrieve fighting energy from our discard pile and put it back on one of our benched Pokemon. And Terrakion, whose Retaliate ability allows us to do a bit of revenge killing when one of our Pokemon gets knocked out, and our Pokemon will get knocked out. He can come into the active slot and do 90 plus whatever modifiers we have going damage. Rounding out our trainers, we have a standard computer search as our A-spec for tutoring, a startling megaphone to deal with Garbodor. Now, Garbodor will not shut off an ancient trait, so Medicham is safe. However, Garbodor will shut off Machamp's ability. Also, Startling Megaphone allows us to knock off any Team Flare gear that our opponent happens to attach to our Pokemon that we don't want there, so that we can knock off the Flare gear and put on an appropriate Muscle Band. 1 copy of Switch, 1 Ultra Ball, 2 Versus Seekers, 2 copies of Colress, 3 copies of Karina, who allow us to search our deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card and put them into our hand, 2 copies of Lysander, 3 copies of N, 2 copies of Professor Birch's Observations. I'm sorry, just 1 copy of Professor Birch's Observations, sorry about that. 3 copies of Professor Sycamore, and that's all of our drawing. We're going to run 1 Maxie's Hidden Ball trick. In the event that we can get Maxie's Hidden Ball trick to be the last card in our hand, then we can play it to put a fighting Pokemon from our discard pile onto our bench. Now that's any fighting Pokemon, so we can put a Stage 1 Medicham into play without needing a Meditite first, or we can put a Stage 2 Machamp directly in play. We'll be running 1 copies of Teammates because, as aforementioned, we expect to lose a fair amount of our Pokemon. 3 Fighting Stadiums, and 2 muscle bands. We're going to be running 4 of our strong energy and 7 basic fighting energy. So that is Medicham. Let's go lose with it. Fighting and Steel. I'm guessing it's a straight fighting deck with Drachi support. Alright, I think we're going to want to start with Hawlucha. And have Meditite on the bench. Okay. That's pretty funny. At least this time we have a draw supporter, so yeah. Good night. How come I never get starts like this? Battle Compressor. I guess he's heavily reliant on Versus Seeker, maybe? Yeah, there's the Lysander. I know my opponent likes to draw, but I really would like to take a turn sometime today. Alright. I have to end. I'm just not sure who I'm going to put the strong energy on before I do. Let's put it on Hawlucha. No, let's put it on Meditite. For now. Yeah. I can lose Hawlucha. Well, I did not get what I was hoping for in any way, shape, or form. Since we're not going to attack with Hawlucha, let's retreat him and put up the other Meditite for now. I can afford to lose that Meditite more. And it's in the turn. These are all cards I have in my deck. I don't know why I never see them. Alright, there's Lucario. He's gonna Versus Seeker for Lysander to kill the Meditite with my strong energy, because of course he is. And then he is going to draw up to 6. I can Versus Seeker for N, or I can use Professor Birch's observations. N's a guaranteed 6. Birch's observations is probably a 4. However, my opponent will lose 2 cards in hand if I N, so yeah. I think that's the best practice. And we didn't get any energy. I was hoping for a strong energy, but oh well. Dang, our luck is horrible today. Let's put a Landorus down. Not this can do us any good. Muscle Band on our Revenge Killer. We're going to end next turn again. So... yeah, let's save the other Muscle Band for now. We can't Revenge Kill, so all we can hope for is just keep stalling this game. Alright, well there is Machop. We can maybe get that going at some point soon, but here we go again. Knock him down to 4, get me to 6, and still no energy. I do have a Medicham, though. And a Hawlucha. And nothing else, so I will end my turn. I honestly do not see any way I can possibly win this. He has gotten everything he needs, and he's had ample time to set up. Yeah. Enough time has passed, I can concede and still get my loser wheel spin. I really want to make a decent video today. Let's try again. Even my luck cannot be this bad forever. Water and Fairy. That could be a few different things, so let's wait and see. Ooh, my opponent is playing Swampert. Not the naughty Swampert version, but God, look at those hammers. It's an energy denial. That could be bad for us. Still no basics. I have no choice, so Medicham active, and put Medicham on the bench. Yeah, we want to draw all the cards we can. Well, crap. We get exactly one turn to put this muscle band on, so yeah. That's the way that goes. Energy up. So the question now is, I have 2 Medichams in hand, and nothing else useful presently. Do I use N in hopes of no, I have to save N, I think. This is not a good start, but no, I have to use him because if he's got double colors and a muscle band, he one-shots Meditite. Yeah, I have to use N. Yeah, it sucks, but that's the way our luck's been today. Okay. Not bad. Computer search while we can for what? Assuming he doesn't have the muscle band. If he has the muscle band, it's game over. He's already won. Okay. End turn. and a toxic laser. That tells me he likely does not have... Lame. He likely does not have Muscle Band, or doesn't have the double colorless energy. Ultra Ball, is he getting Jirachi? No, Swirlix. He wants to set up his draw engine. Dive Ball for a water Pokemon. I assume getting another Toad. Oh, he's getting a Swampert. Okay. Come on, heads. Of course not. Although, I wake up when I evolve, so we're good. That Toad is going down. Okay, let's put our Revenge Killer down. Yeah, I think we're good for now. Let's beat the ever-loving crap out of that Toad. Yoga Kick? Ah, he conceded. Oh, man, he wouldn't even give me the satisfaction of Yoga Kicking him in the face. Oh, well. Tournament ticket and a trainer point for my trouble. Well, it is a nice change of pace when a Seismitoad player concedes to you before the game even begins, so I'll call that a moral victory. Alright, I'm not sure how many of these games that I played today that I'm going to keep on, but I hope you enjoyed the ride, and I will see you next time.